Hello, this is Cuckoo. Today I want to show you something very special. It's always something very special, isn't it? But today it is right here. Yeah, this is the Hyve Synthesiser by Skot Wiedmann. Skot Wiedmann, and it's a very special product. It's 60 polyphony analog synthesizer. There are no settings, nothing, just power it and go. But it's really special regardless, because it's so highly sensitive. You can even blow it with your breath, like that, and it responds to that. It takes a while to wear off, so don't do it in a loud. If you're on stage, I'd advise you not to blow it like that if you don't know what you're doing, because it's gonna fire off many notes. And the level of touch like this, how much of your finger is connecting to these capacitive surfaces, determines how much volume you get per finger. Very, very beautiful. Standard keyboard layout here, but also with the octave shift, and hexagon layout here, which is very musical. Okay, I'm just gonna dive into it, show you. I really think it's lovely as it is, but it really shines when you connect it to external effects. So I'm gonna do that too. Okay, let's do it. Okay, here it is, the Hive. Very, very beautiful. And you can actually feel the design with your fingers, subtly so, but you can feel it. So if you get really good at it, you can actually feel sort of when you're crossing over to another zone, which is nice. And here on the back, we've got power input and sound audio output. This is a pre-assembled version with a wooden back. And so if you've got two dry hands for it to respond in a nice way, and you find yourself wanting to put down the whole finger all the time, use some hand lotion and to keep your fingers moist for a longer time. Yeah, let's do it. Connect it. There it is, no power or anything, it's just on. Okay, let's touch it. Yeah, this is a keyboard, this keyboard's got an octave shift. And it's got pitch bend down here. Yeah, and it's multi-touch. You could touch anything, like all the notes can be on at the same time. It's like 60 polyphony. Okay, so I could do something like this. Yeah. You can hear that there's like a stereo effect, right? Each key has got left and right. I mean, you don't have to pan it full, right and left, but that's how it works. It's got right and left. So if you do vibrato, it vibrates between right and left, right? And on this one, maybe a bit up and down as well. Yeah, very nice. Okay, so this surface here, it looks a bit mysterious, right? But beautiful. It's a different kind of, this is like the traditional piano layout, but this is a different layout. It moves in. It's the same tones can be accessed from here and here. It's the same tones. So if I pick a C here, and do a pitch bend, and I find a C here, it also responds to that pitch bend. It's the same oscillator. So it's like a musical layout. Up, it's fifths. And if you start here and do, if you follow this path, you know, up and right, it's major, what's it called? Thirds. Yeah, major thirds, right. Minor thirds to the left. If we do this now, it's like a very musical layout. The pattern for a major chord is this: up, that's the pattern for a major chord. Up to the right, up to the left. So a major third and a minor third. So that means if I press the finger right in between with like the, yeah, right in the middle of these three, we've got a major chord. Like a minor chord is the other way around. Up to the left, up to the right. A minor third and a major third. You know. So what if I press my finger even further up, like that's like a seventh, a major seventh. Yeah, it's kind of nice, isn't it? And although, so if I want to play a normal scale on this, you could do that. You have to sort of decipher the way it works and find your way. It's a very nice system. So this is a major, this is a minor, fifths. So what about a half tone? It's like straight to the right, straight to the left. Those are half tones. Major tone then would be, you know, oh, hold on. So you could do chromatic, and if you learn how it works, like, you can do that. But of course, I think it works much cooler with sort of chords up here and maybe melodies here. But as you improvise and as you find your own playing style, you might, you know, prefer to play in a different way. Okay, the white ones are white keys, the black ones are black keys. And there is a mark to where to find the C. It's a bit tricky to see actually, but you see this one here has a little white shape in the middle. So also you can learn to kind of find the C in relation to the black notes and the white notes. So as this shape goes down, it's right there. Yeah. So yeah, it's cool, but anyway you touch it, it just sounds really nice. Yeah. It's totally house music, you know. Yeah. Very nice. So, another thing I want to point out is that since there is stereo effect, stereo out, these are also stereo. Here, but each row has inverted stereo mode, so that if you go from the right to the left and then from the left to the right, right left, left right, you don't have to listen to it in stereo if you don't want to. You could do different things. You could split the signal path in two, like in secret now. I actually have it running through the Blue Sky from Strymon, which is a very, very nice reverb, and a dig, which is a very nice delay, digital delay from Strymon. So the left is going to the reverb and the right is going to the delay. So if I turn this on, Suddenly we got a reverb on the left and a delay on the right. Nice, nice. Yeah, I really like this. I think it's expressive. Yeah, it's, you know, it could be very tight. And I'm gonna try some hand lotion now, see how much it affects my playing. Yeah, it's like the first time a synth video showing some hand lotion, right? Yeah, I'm gonna let it sink in a bit, because now, yeah, the hand lotion is still sort of on the surface. It hasn't really sunk into my fingers. So now the slightest touch is extremely responsive. As you could hear before, I could kind of roll it in slowly. Now, as it hasn't really dried yet, it's a big difference as to how it responds now. I felt like before my hands were maybe a tad too dry. I usually don't use hand lotion because I don't feel like I need it, but with this synth, maybe I need some of it. Let's see. Okay, it's starting to sink in now. So if I want to do snappy things with just my fingertips, with minimal contact with the capacitive keyboard, it's very good to have some extra hand lotion to help you get a fair amount of volume out there. With some reverb and delay, mix it. Okay, so with some chords like. Yeah, I think it's truly something magical. It's so simple. There's no settings, nothing. It's just the way you interact with it. And of course, the dry sound is it's there is no decay or no release time or anything. So I think it really helps when you connect it to something like this. The way I use it is mostly through these boxes. I think it's such a beautiful combination with the reverb and the delay and this highly expressive surface. As I'm making this video, they're currently making a Kickstarter campaign. So and it was off the charts. The first day it was funded. It was fantastic campaign. And Skot Wiedmann, who's making this, he was just so happy about the great response he's getting, and it's available in I think 3 options. Yeah, so this is the pre-assembled version with the wooden back, and then there's another one that's pre-assembled but without the wooden back, and then there is one with just the surface, I think, nothing else, no oscillators even, and then there's like the hacker. I can't remember now what they're called, but you know, go to the Kickstarter campaign and check it out for yourself if you're interested in. You know, Skot Wiedmann, he's got some really beautiful designs that just are one-off products that he's made just for himself, and so you should definitely check it out. I hope that the Hyve synthesizer is going to be like the starting point for him to take more of his ideas to the wider audience, because some of his stuff is just amazingly beautiful. So he's got the artistic vision and also the manufacturing electronic knowledge and skills to pull it off. Very interesting guy, this guy. Check it out. Okay, there's it. There's Cuckoo. If you want to support me, I mean, this is all about supporting Skot Wiedmann and his Hyve synthesizer. But if you want to support me, please, you could do that through Patreon. You can also do it through my web store where I sell patches and downloads. And if you're part of my monthly Patreon program, then you get access to my downloads as they become available. But if you're not up to this monthly commission, monthly, which I totally understand, you could go to my web store and, you know, download and buy patches over there. Cool. Yeah, there's Cuckoo. As you can hear, not in the best shape today, but still playing synthesizers. Cool. See you soon.